Welcome back, you guys. We're going to keep the 4th of July momentum going. On tonight's episode, we're making ribs. Let's get cooking.
I'm a private chef, cook for money, yeah.
Alright, ribs. I've done a video in the past using a pressure cooker to cook ribs, which is good because it is very, very fast. But let's be real, the best way to do ribs is very low and slow in a smoker. Obviously, I don't have that here, so the next best thing is to use an oven. It's a good in-between. It's my favorite way to do it when you don't have crazy resources. It's quite simple. It's gonna start with a beautiful rack of ribs. I have pork baby back ribs right here, and then a dry rub, and the rest is simple. The rest is just time in the oven. You gotta pat the ribs super dry. This is gonna ensure that our dry rub sticks. And then next, we're gonna take out this membrane right here because the membrane is not gonna cook down. To do so, take a paring knife or a small knife, just get under there and start to lift it a little bit. Once you get it going, once you get a little bit of it up, the rest will just come right off. See how it kind of starts to pull? If you're finding it's a little too slimy or a little too sticky, grab a paper towel and then get under there with the towel. Look at that, in one foul swoop, membrane is taken off, ribs are ready to be rubbed. Come on, it's easy. All right, let's talk dry rub. At the very core of it, a very basic dry rub, all you're gonna need is brown sugar, chili powder, salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder. Boom. Any kind of spice rack is gonna have all of those in there. Now, if you want to add a little flair to it, want to add a little English. Well, I shouldn't say English because in this case, I like to add some Asian flavor. So I go with some ginger powder, some Chinese 5-spice, some Szechuan pepper. That's kind of my flair. That's the way I like to take it. You can take it any direction you want. Oh, you want some heat? Boom, cayenne pepper. Let's give that all a good mix. And we're just gonna sprinkle it on. Don't go nuts though, because we're gonna use some of this rub. We're gonna reserve some for the base of our barbecue sauce. Just start to sprinkle it on the ribs. Don't get me wrong, you want it thoroughly rubbed, but you don't want to just be wasting rub onto the board. The aroma right away just kind of hits you in the nose, nothing like a good dry rub. And then see if there's any on the board, just mop it up. Mop it up, mop it up. Don't let any of that go to waste. Guys, that's basically it. The easy part now, woo! We're gonna pop this in the oven. Of course, my tray is not the right size, so I have to cut this perfectly down the middle so it fits. Nailed it, nailed it. I'm gonna grab some tin foil, cover these up, and pop them in the oven. Now, oven temperature, this is at 275. We're going low and slow, but it's not like a pork shoulder where it's gonna take 8 hours to cook. No, ribs, 3.5 hours, you'll be good. It's also not like a pork shoulder where you want it just to shred apart immediately. With ribs, you want a little bit of bite. Let me be clear though, you don't want to be able to bite and like have to pull and wrestle with it and it gets stuck in your teeth. You want to be able to bite and it falls off the bone right away. So you still want to fall off the bone, but you don't want to like shred apart like pulled pork, if that makes any sense. We'll be back with ribs in 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're back. Ribs aren't done, not even close, but I might as well show you how to make a sauce really quick. Barbecue sauce is very easy to make. We're gonna start by a little bit of butter and then a clove of garlic. Now the garlic is optional. You can skip this step if you don't like garlic. Now we're gonna let that go not long at all, just until it's fragrant. 30 seconds, 45 seconds, and I'm gonna go in with some fresh ginger. This is also like a spin that you don't need to do. I like ginger, we're going a little Asian on this sauce. And then that dry rub that I had you guys save, the leftover dry rub, or if you used it all, just make a quick another batch. About a quarter cup of that reserved dry rub goes in. Just let that spice and sugar cook out a little bit, but not too long. We're gonna hit that next with some apple cider vinegar, just for some twang in that sauce. It's gonna steam up a bit, that's fine. Stir until those seasonings are dissolved. It's gonna come up in your nose. You might cough a little bit, that's totally fine. Just keep stirring, power through it. You just need enough vinegar to cover that seasoning and then that sugar just to get it going. If you don't have apple cider vinegar, you can use rice wine vinegar, you can use champagne vinegar. So go, once it starts bubbling, now we keep rolling. I'm gonna add some soy sauce to mine. Again, another Asian element. I also love to add hoisin sauce. I didn't realize I didn't have it. A little bit of hoisin sauce is very nice in this. And then Worcestershire sauce. This is delicious. There's loads of flavor in here. You have anchovies, you have garlic, you have shallots, tons and tons of flavor. I'm gonna hit it with some sriracha next. A little bit more heat, a little spice. If you don't like it spicy, take it out. That's totally fine. Honey's gonna go in. Oh, and I spilled the honey. Last but not least, what's gonna give us all the body in the sauce is about a 1/4 cup of ketchup. And now just stir and get that on like a gentle simmer just to come together. And while those are cooking, this is gonna keep coming down, reducing a little bit, thickening up, and that, my friends, will be a delicious barbecue sauce. Let's give it just a swipe. Oh yeah, woo, woo. So now if it's too spicy, say, I like spice, but say you're cooking for people that the spice levels all vary, it's too hot. How do you balance that out? You put in some sugar. Some sweetness is gonna take away, or some acid that's gonna help balance out that heat. You're never out of the game when you're cooking. You can always save something, you can always balance, you can always tweak little things here and there to keep going. So never give up, never be like, oh, I fucked it up. No, work around it, balance. That's when real cooking starts, is when you fuck up. Okay guys, I will see you at the final stage of this in a couple hours. I gotta go kill some time. And we're back. All right, guys, these have been going for almost 3 hours, so let's take a peek at them. Oh, it's smelling amazing. It is smelling amazing. That's exactly what you love about a good rib. Look at all this juice. All this is just lovely flavor sitting in the tray. We're gonna add it right to the sauce. Look at that. Get that in that sauce. We're gonna mix that in. Now, for the last 20 minutes, we're just gonna paint them with this beautiful barbecue sauce that we have here. We'll stick it back in. It's gonna get nice and charred now and finish off in the oven, uncovered. All right, guys, there's about 5 minutes left. I painted it one last time with barbecue sauce, and I put the broiler to high. That's gonna give us that final char on the outside that we're looking for. But look, oh my God, we're looking good. We're smelling good. Here we go. We got ribs coming. 5 minutes. Oh my God. The top is just bubbling. It's just bubbling. This is what you want. It's hot, but that's exactly what you want to see. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I should have mentioned this at the beginning. If you don't have a tray, a roasting tray, just go in the supermarket. You're gonna have those aluminum disposable ones. Use that, those work great. Let's just cut this right down the middle. It's so hot, it's so hot. Oh, beautiful. Oh, the lights aren't on, motherfuck. I got too excited about the ribs, I forgot to turn my lights on. Now that looks way better. Let's go in for a bite. Let's just, enough talk. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's a mix of, wow, it's so good. It's so hot. Look at this. Should we do a dunk in the sauce? Should we go nuts? Dunk. Hot. I mean, that's incredible. Who doesn't love ribs? Especially 4th of July. Come on. Rob's like a vulture just looking and he's like, can I get some ribs? He's not gonna get shit if he keeps looking at me like that. Go sit down, watch your program, watch your TV, then you'll get some ribs. I could eat these all night. These are incredible. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for tonight's episode. That's how easy it is to do ribs with homemade barbecue sauce. You are gonna crush your 4th of July. I will see you guys next time. I'm Donnie. Peace. All right, Rob, come fucking eat, buddy. Come here. If you want it, you gotta come get it. It's hot. What do you think, big boy?